Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red, ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first swing today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? But this guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as it
breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Singleton. And they get him down after the completion. Pass caught, second down now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really...
Look at that, he's still going. Touchdown, Nebraska. What a show of strength and will.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We've got some interesting matchups here today, Kirk. Each quarterback is going to have to account for an elite free safety on the other side.
Well, Chris, I think this is the game within the game, to be honest. These 2 free safeties are great at operating and just roaming in coverage. It's going to be interesting to see how these 2 move around on the chessboard in this game.
And he's got it. You get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Makes a quick grab. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Second down after that completion. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make the play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Tailback with another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The shotgun running play call. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers are on the move here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Caught quickly. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Huskers will line up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up.
Got space, looking to score. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On the run, he'll let it go. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant.
Down he goes, a sack.
Of course, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar, Aaron.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer. And the Huskers are in the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Brown down the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll give it to the running back. Powerful running here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't formed at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Important third down play coming up. It's a draw to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead They're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. A completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snags the quick throw. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Close to the tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's a quick grab. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
With the catch, it's Singleton. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
There's the handoff. Tackle, but first down. The Cornhuskers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
Got it. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put...
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry-up. A quick throw out left, complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Looking for some space. It's Robinson. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Nittany Lions have first and 10 here. He hands it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a shotgun run call. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback keeps the football. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown when he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. The offense starts with excellent field position. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Nowhere to run up the middle.
On the play. Second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And it's complete downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they go in front here in the second half. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Penn State 28, Nebraska 21.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Now here comes the bunch formation. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. The Huskers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And now they run the draw play. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Well, that is exactly how you draw it up right there. A draw play. It's any time you want to make the defense think that you're going to throw the football. They're worried about the ball going downfield, and you sneak it to the back, hand it off with all kinds of room to run. Nice, well-designed play, and a good job of accelerating upfield there by the...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kicking team on now for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. Runs through the defender. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the 1st down before they stop him. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. No press here. The defense backing away. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Breaking free at the 35.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Nebraska. 35.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Harbor. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. The ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Nittany Lions begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Harbor. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. QB decides to keep it here. That's the spin move. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Looking to pass here. Looking to throw it deep. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Huskers. No chance to catch it. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
Automatic in the PAT. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Under a minute to play here. The obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
To throw, it's Raiola. And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the two-point conversion does not work. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, you practice this and you practice this, but honestly, Chris, it's more about luck than anything. That ball is deflected. Give the receivers a lot of credit because even if the ball is not to you, chances are the ball is going to go up in the air. Great awareness, and they get the big touchdown.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.